Yeah, this is gonna work. I'm a little too far out in the sticks. I don't have service. Yeah, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, folks. But hello, quick hello. I didn't really get to go live like I wanted to today. Yep, yep, what I'm saying. It's probably I'm gonna laugh because it'll so if I get murdered, you hear little tiny intermittent moments of scream. Yeah, it's gonna buffalo a lot. Oh well. I have no idea where I'm going either, and the sun's going down. Safety first. Safety first. If I can, when I get back to where I'm, if I can get better service there, I'll read the judge's ruling maybe or something. Oh, hi Kangaroo Pouch and Leah and Adrian, Darth Beaver, hello. I know. Mountain lions, can't watch for them, you gotta feel for them. You can feel when they're staring you down. I can't, because all I have is a potato right now. Oh, is the quality awful? It looks okay on my screen. I forgot it might look like a potato for you guys. Because I'm out here waiting for UFOs. What? Yeah, a little nature walk. I was going. I had to take a fresh. Slightly hesitant to show too much of the view. How ridiculous is that? Not ridiculous. People are fucking crazy. Yeah. Well, I told them I'd phone home when I was ready, but they may show up early. It's just gonna spot. It's just gonna have spots. But hi, everyone. To be honest, I worked for like the last hour trying to set up my little gimbal. I hadn't used it because it has to connect through Wi-Fi, so I never use it around the Scientology buildings. And then I got the really sad realization that I don't have the little piece I need because everything I had already set up for was on my old Google before it broke in July. Danny, you should try different things. Try vegetarianism. Might be you being a smartass, but nothing wrong with trying different things. Listen to your body. Your body always knows what it needs. It'll tell you. Like that one time it said, don't eat the fucking jalapeno. And then you ate the jalapeno. We're having some naturetology where I use my calm voice. I love these plants. I don't know what they are. Locals? What are these? They look like little, they kind of look like buds, marijuana buds with yellow flowers. Yeah, there's a lot of buffalo here in this nature spot. Have I seen a UFO? I saw something really trippy when I was about 20 that I can't. I searched the interwebs and listened to many stories. I've never heard of anybody seeing anything like what I saw. What have I learned about Earth? Humans. Humans are a trip. Oh, here's one now. And it smells weird here. Some spots of Earth smell really weird. That's what I've learned. Hello. Mother Nature is a super trip. Serenity Now. I'm already using my Serenity Now voice. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's like a full bird. Something processed a full bird for a week and see how it goes. Well, Danny, I mean, to be honest with you, LA's a really easy spot to be vegetarian because, well, I mean, it depends on how extreme you want to go, but it's one type of food I can always rely on. It's Mexican food because everything, just about everything, just say, "Si carne," and add the bean. Frijoles. Y frijoles, por favor. Hi. I keep thinking about that too, Amy, how how prepared they are. Yeah. If I get back where I'm going and nobody's watching, I won't be deeply offended. Yeah, it was a great with I want to judge people, but God, I suppose could just record. It's gonna keep dropping, even if I don't. It's gonna keep dropping, even if I don't know why. Must be why. Must be a satellite. Oh, hello. Be a satellite. Oh, hello. Are you on the juice, Danny? Oh gosh. I don't know what kind of snakes are around here. I haven't seen Holly yet. Ooh, wow. That smells good and very potent. They're all a little old and wilted and sad. Muted? It's not muted. No, it's YouTube. YouTube sucks. It's not supposed to be fucking muted. Thanks, Lord Dynam. It was actually muting on my way down here. Something's up. Something's up with the YouTube. I really think that might be more of the issue. I might have to like delete it and reload it and see what happens. My finger spelling isn't bad. I haven't used that in a long time. This is what's so funny about nature so close to suburbia or cities. It's just, what? What? What up, Marissa? Hi, Maureen. And Julie B. Are you seeing any sage? Not yet, but whatever that purple lavender color flower was smelled like a trippy, well, lavender, but it definitely wasn't what that was. This is all new to me. Is this shit like underwater at some point in the... No, never mind. I'm in Southern California. I'm just roaming around off the path. Completely unaware of what snakes loom about. Not being the smartest trail walker, but also I'm bored. I just had a little too much city there for a minute. And then the thoughts of being downtown tomorrow, I'm like, oh God, more concrete jungle. I need a break. It's so funny when it's quiet, like a mouse or a squirrel can sound like a bear. raging through. I know it's potato quality, but hopefully on the playback it won't be as, well, potatoey. I don't understand why it smells so bad, though. I'm I'm so confused. Oh, like what? Why? What's this? What is this? I think that might be what's making the smell. Good Lord. God damn. Have I been to the East Coast? Yeah, a little bit. Not too much. Kelly, what did you say? Kelly, what did I say? Don't do hand movements, Scientology. Yeah, I know. Gang, gang. Yeah, Scientology doesn't even know what sign language is because they'd probably say they'd turn away anybody that can't hear because they're like a degraded being. Well, that's fun. Hmm. Let's go this way. I don't remember which way I got here, but it all seems to probably lead back in theory. If you get bitten, 911. Okie dokie. Hopefully I'll have cell service. I'm sleeping. I'm staying out in this area. Yes. I don't know if anybody remembers or if I said it live, but full transparency, what a fucking idiot I be sometimes. Because got a morning. And if I was, it was if I didn't have something to do in the morning. And then today I talked to the ranger and I said, is anybody going to be up early? Because sweet motherfucking God, Jesus Christ is my savior. I'm Aja now. I have a fear of snakes. What is that? I can't breathe. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to sing my way through this. Nice to meet you. I can't turn around, but your friend might be behind. Oh my God, I have to get the fuck out of here. Sweet Jesus, I'm sure it was friendly. Oh my gosh. Fuck that shit. I gotta sing my way through the fear. I'm gonna stomp real loud. Jesus, every stick is a snake now. I'm fucked. I'm gonna have PTSD and never walk in nature again. I've actually seen much bigger though. That is what I said. But goddamn. Oh God. I don't know where that showed up in my life. I was never scared when I was a kid. Nothing ever happened to me. And now it's getting really dark and every stick is gonna fuck my head. There goes the quiet, soft nature voice. Fuck my life. What was that thing? Ah! Oh God, poor little thing. I probably scared the shit out of it. I'm gonna walk so loud now. Fuck ASMR, okay? We're doing opposite ASMR. Actually, little Snaky was like, no, no, that's not the path. You went the other way, lady. No, no, not a stick. I was just saying I don't know what snakes are here because I'm an idiot. Oh God, that's a stick, but did it scare me? Sure as fuck did. I don't know. Matt, what was it? Ow. Jesus Christ. Had a very cool pattern on its back. God. What was it? Oh my God. Ah. It's gonna, one time I saw a dead snake and it was like 3 inches long. It was dead in a basement. I ran upstairs, grown ass woman. I was in my 30s. Ran upstairs, jumped on a bed, lifted my feet from the ground, and proceeded to sit there frozen with my feet floating in the air for like 20 minutes. Totally irrational. And yes, I go backpacking alone, but I know the snakes where I backpack. And they make noises. They're rattlesnakes. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Get me home. Jesus, take the feet. Buddha, save me. Go back so you can identify it. Oh, I don't think I've ever said this to you, but fuck you, Joy. Just respectfully. Jesus. Oh God, I feel so turned around. The trauma is setting in. I'm disoriented. I'm probably going to lose service right up there as well. Oh, maybe a little baby rattler. It kind of did look like a rattler, but I checked its tail as I was retreating in fear. Um, I don't know. It had thinner, it did have a trippier tail than I expected, but again, I don't know what the hell it was. And even a baby would have like given a little rattle, I think. Oh God, great. Now we're with the rocks. The nice hot rocks from the day of sun. Just a nice calming walk with nature. Shut up, Dave. I told you we'd probably again. Oh gosh. Fucking shit. Ah! Every stick. Actually, I've gotten so much better. The fact that I didn't just freeze in fear. I have worked through the weird fear. I just think it's so stupid. It's so irrational. Nothing's ever happened to me. They've never done anything to me. I've never met anybody that had a incident, was assaulted by a snake, except Danny. And that snake was a human. Definitely gonna buffalo soldier though. Advised. Likely. Very likely. Oh God. Yeah, sniper's probably right up there waiting for me to pass by, get that good shot. I gotta get close to these civilians. God. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's following me, to be honest. I called all its cousins and they're following me. They're just gonna see where I'm staying for the night. It's a snake drone. It's a snake drone. They're following me. Well, that was fun, wasn't it, everyone? Doesn't everyone feel like more relaxed now? It was something from my previous life. Oh, you mean because of the phobia? Cali boy getting fucking deep here. Deep and maybe. A weird sense like I was not hung, but strangled past life. If there was a past life, I was strangled in one of them. Now we all know by what. I think I was in the wild and a boa or something came and loop, loop, looped around my neck. I wish a camera could show me the potato quality. How grainy. God, Danny, stop. Please, you're giving me. I'm having to relive the moment over and over again. I have to think about touching it. A little get. If I can get service where I'm going, if the mood feels appropriate, the snake incident and journaled. I like to read the judges for people. I don't know that joke, Palabra, but nice to see you. I don't know the printer joke. No, Scott P. I'm staying for the oral ruling tomorrow, and I'm gonna Temu dodge it. I don't know how long I'll stay after that, but my goal is to be back for Josiah's court date on the 23rd. Read the ruling. Danny, there's meetings for stuff like that, you know. You better stay. Oil stain or snake. Somebody get that woman some WD-40. A glossy snake. Didn't look very glossy. It looked very matte. It looked like a matte snake. Callie boy, answer Minion 52, would you? I want to know the answer to that too. Or at least I want to see what answer you come up with. Stick your tongue out back. No, if I see another snake, I think I'll try a different tactic. I like the idea of rolling it over and giving it a belly rub. Good. I'm not telling the I'm located, Labra. Come on now. I just think I need them for a little walkabout. A walk. Vans are for walking. I hope she has a flashlight. I don't use a flashlight, hot mama. Either my eyes adjust. I was gonna go walk on that lovely dirt path. I'll stick to the concrete for right now while I'm still decompressing. No, that's not what she asked, Callie boy. Also, why boy? How old are you? She didn't ask why you're watching them now. She asked why you're chatting in them now. More than prior. Looks like a little shark, a little moon shark. Da 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 da. I do have a headlamp somewhere. I just don't like to use it unless I have to. I can see more shadows and things. I can see better sometimes without light ruining it. I'm scrolling and I saw that queen coat, Danny. Another one bites the dust. It's hilarious. Real hilarious. Court 8:30. Everyone that's gonna hear the judge or talk ROs with the judges. 8:30. But they don't get started till about 9, I think. YRB. Yes, I saw. Thank you. I didn't have a whole lot of time to sit and go through emails today, but I saw. Thank you. Well, that's a cool one. Can you hear the crickets, or are they being drowned out by the plane flying over? Oh, God. Thank you for the nature facts. Good evening, Sin. Oh, check the court calendar, DT. Oh, wait, no, I know it. 30th. October 30th. So if I'm able to stay in town that whole time, maybe I'll be around for that one. But to be honest, I'm a little torn now that I'm processing because that's when the trial starts for Shirley Huffman and her son for tipping. I just processed that and I made the calendar. We want to know why the sudden popping up in other chats. The people want to know, Callie boy. God, that sounds so silly. Why did you call yourself that? I hereby also request you change your username to Callie Man unless you are indeed under the age of 18, in which case, get the fuck off my stream, please. No minors. Oh, it's probably the same person. Callie girl, Callie boy. What up, Kane? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I will do my best. I think I turned into Aja for just a moment in my fear. Listening to Aja in the in the evidence in court over and over again. Jesus loves you. Hi, Luis. Well, I didn't plan out what to do at the end of my walk. Let's like get to my spot and then we'll see what happens. You guys can hear the sweet sounds of people's children making noises. Can you hear the crickets? We're gonna walk in the dark for a minute. Be nice, Maureen. That's not very nice. God, okay, it's a crack. It's a crack in the cement. In your opinion, I just had a stroke and a heart attack together at the same time because I saw a snake that was probably a little bigger than a shoestring. Other than that, I'm fine. That sound that Chris identified as a vacuum may be the transfer of debris from tunnel restoration, and that would be filling the planters seen in the parking lot. Ooh, I like that theory. I'll tell you what, it sounds a lot more rational than a bunch of dirt showing up out of thin air. Again, with no with no sign of it being dug up anywhere. You gonna show my comment? Nothing but love and blessing for her and all that support. I don't know, I don't show comments, Jackie, but everybody that can read chat will see it. because I'm calling it out. Everybody look at chat and then read Jackie's message. There you go. You flew to visit me. Buffalo Soldier. Oh, God, bless my heart. I almost just went into someone else's space. Their car looked a lot like. All you saw was a security guard sitting in a chair on Hubbard. Oh, oh, not Ted. Ted has the day off. Yesterday. You wouldn't know. I told him he gets a day not being on camera. Never mind. You hope I'm okay. What, am I muted again? Do I not sound okay? I'm just traumatized from the snake incident, but other than that, I'll be fine. Nothing a few therapy sessions won't cure. All right, one moment. Let's get you guys set up. We're going to read. We're going to have story time together. A little bedtime story for everyone. In theory, if it doesn't buffalo too much. Oh, I forgot I closed this all up. Oh, when it buffers. When it's buffering. My daughter used to call it buffaloing, and it's stuck for forever. Where is that? Okay. Oh, kind of creepy with the red lights. There we go. I guess that's a flashlight. It's a lantern. Ooh. Campfire, story time, but also no fire. Nothing creepy going on here. Good Lord, I really closed this thing down. It was rattling while I was driving. It was driving me crazy. I'm winging it. I didn't really plan this out too much. Oh, thanks, Maureen. I'll let the family know you said so. Okay. Oh, I don't use that. I don't think I've ever used that lantern, ever. It's a bit much, isn't it? Well, this is really weird. I'm live streaming on YouTube out in the nature. Camping, I mean. Yeah. This is a great time. I want everyone to know I'm going to take a couple minutes to get myself adjusted, get my life together. This is a great time to use the restroom, turn off all your cellular devices. Get high as a kite, and if you're an alcohol drinker, get a few down. It's best to get a few down. I'll be BRB. I sure appreciate your patience. We're just going to need one more moment and we'll get the show started. Thank you. Oh, it's really awful, isn't it? We won't need it in a minute. Scary stories to tell in the dark. What up, Buddha? I was literally crying for you just 20 minutes ago. John, John Cali boy, you just couldn't add the man. You added John instead of just letting yourself be a man. Yeah, he's trolling you if you let it. Hi, share, which I always seem to struggle with saying for months and months and months now. Um, I don't know if I'm technically in I don't think I'm technically in LA, but I'm here for court tomorrow for the oral ruling. And before we get to tomorrow's oral ruling, where the judge likely will rip Mox and yet another 7 to 12 new ones, we're going to recap. I said I was going to read this for people that are audio learners or whatever it's called. I got my water. DOA did his days of court. Tomorrow is the ruling where the judge will let... I need my headlamp. There's definitely a large critter. Oh God. I don't know what that one was. Looked like a possum maybe, but it was moving quick. Oh, oh, hello. What are you? I can't see this fucking stupid lantern. Please hold. I'm gonna get my headlamp. This is dumb. It was either a possum or an armadillo. I'm not certain. The shadow, I couldn't really tell. I'm telling you guys, I would have been able to see it better if I didn't have that stupid lantern on. And now this is gonna really make it work. I can't have a fire here right now. Fire season and such. It's about to get real bright. For a moment. Possums eat ticks. Nothing like nature to live streaming and reading from a laptop. Oh, that's very bright. I'm going to just adjust that slightly. Yeah, it's my sleep spot. I'm not in a there's no forest here. Well, I guess there is. I'm not in a forest though. An armadillo on a carpet, on a magic carpet, it like swooped. Now I could see the tail. I think it did have a fluffy tail. It was probably a skunky stunk. I don't think it was a possum. Or an armadillo. Okay. Vegas, I don't think I've ever said this to you either, but fuck you. Very much. Respectfully, why would you ever say that to me? Oh, God. Please. Please, no. I'm thinking about armadillos. Okay, who cares where people are? Come on now, who cares? Let it go. Let it go. Let people go where they need to be in the world. Be here now, as a wise person once said. Oh, good. I'm glad you laughed. I'm like, I hope they can laugh at that. I'm dead serious. I wasn't going to say I'm joking. I'm dead serious, but I'm glad you laughed. Yeah, crickets and such. Leprosy. Okay, got it. Oh god, I kind of it'd be. Do they still have an island in Hawaii where I can go for that? You guys, I'm gonna lose the. Oh, I don't even have enough battery to do this. Damn it. Oh god. Yeah, I'm not. Listen, anybody in here is going to behave. But also, those that are like, oh, so and so's in here, now I don't like it. I encourage you to speak out. I'd like a balance of all parties just fucking getting along, making smart ass comments. It's the internet. Don't take things too serious unless somebody was really a dick and did something wrong. That's different. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. That's the point. That's the point. This is like conversion therapy for some. It's just I'm just a talking, floating head. Thanks for helping us stay focused. We're here for Danny right now, okay? No, no. Yeah, you can hex them. That's fine. Don't, not individually, just if somebody has negative intentions or needs help with their karma or whatever. Because I actually don't follow enough to know specifics. So just do a general, like, those, although I already do. That's the point. People don't get it. I already have the filters up. Those that arrive are supposed to be here for some reason. Or not, or I kick them out. Can Matt bring a backpack into court? Depends on what's in the backpack. You gotta look online, see what's not allowed inside the court. Yeah, you get me. See, bass fractal, thank you. Jesus Christ. Focus, people. Jupiter, you seem to really be struggling with this. It's gonna be okay. You're in a process. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it has to go through the X-ray machine, and you gotta walk through the metal detector. They didn't like this sanding thing I had for like a nail file sander thing, but once I showed them, they let it in. All right, this isn't gonna be exactly how I wanted it, because I can get very theatrical, but I don't want to be that asshole that's really loud for everyone. Yeah, investigate away. Maybe make a spreadsheet. Keep track of comments, and then you'll start getting a pattern. Uh huh. You're welcome, babe. I'm so glad you're here for whatever purpose you're here for. Yeah, this is like a little seance. All right. This is not going to be this is not going to be how I wanted it. But we're going to read this because I said I was gonna, and we're going to do it. And if I get too distracted or it's too much of a shit show, I'm going to pre-record it and literally just have it for people that maybe can't read it on for whatever reason. Or if an armadillo attacks me. Trolls talk to their own alt accounts in chat. Yes, that's absolutely part of the charm. All right. Badass Honorable Elizabeth Scully, judge, walks into court and sits down. Maybe. I don't know. I think this is what she read word for word. We'll find out. I didn't pre-read it like I said I would. All right. You know what? Let's do this. Okay. This matter is called for hearing. Can you guys hear me? Should I get it even more awkwardly, uncomfortably close? Okay. After reviewing the moving papers and upon consideration of the testimony and evidence presented by the parties, the court rules as followed. That's very close. Can people answer real answers if I've already answered questions? I'm ignoring you people for a minute. In making its ruling, the court considered the admitted video and documentary evidence, as well as the testimony of witnesses and the court's credibility assessments. Per Evidence Code Section 780, in considering the credibility of witnesses, the court may consider any matter that has any tendency in reason to prove or disprove the truthfulness of their testimony at the hearing, included, without limitation, demeanor while testifying, and the manner in which a witness testifies, a statement made by a witness that is inconsistent with any part of his testimony at the hearing, and the existence or non-existence of any fact testified to by a witness. Over the course of the 3-day-long evidentiary hearing, the court had an ample and extensive opportunity to assess the credibility of both parties in light of the foregoing criteria. The court found the testimony of the respondent to be substantially more credible than the testimony of the petitioner. Petitioner appeared at times to be seeking approval from his counsel and searching for answers he thought his counsel wanted him to give. At one point, counsel appeared to correct the substance of his testimony. The words and phrases petitioner used were highly repetitive. Questioning on petitioner's direct examination was very leading, such that the petitioner's testimony did not seem fully authentic. Petitioner also made many admissions that were inconsistent with material statements he made under oath in his petition. For example, page 3 of his June 4th, 2024 CH-100 form states, quote, "I try hard to avoid respondent, but I live near my church and I have no other way to get to it." At the hearing, however, he testified to the effect that he was able to avoid the respondent and the other people maintaining a presence at the intersection by going into another entrance, and that he made an arrangement with church security personnel to do so. The evidence established that petitioner's church attendance continued uninterrupted at the same frequency between March 9th, 2024 and the date the TRO was granted, i.e. June 4th, 2024. With regard to the May 9th, 2024 interactions as shown on the videos and per both parties' testimony, the court finds those interactions were entirely instigated and precipitated by petitioner. Petitioner approached respondent, came close to him on his scooter, was at times looking directly at respondent and smiling in a manner that was highly incongruous. Oh, she used a word I don't use often. Highly incongruous. Highly incongruous. I think that's the word. With circumstances. I'm doing the best I can. She's smarter than I am with words. Petitioner's behavior was at best baffling, and at worst, taunting. I'll say that one again. Petitioner's behavior was at best baffling and at worst taunting. Petitioner crossed the street away from the respondent, then later came back towards him, went up the same side of the street, then came back again close to the respondent, lingering nearby and approaching respondent repeatedly as if to instigate an interaction rather than avoid it. Petitioner's behavior was provocative. Petitioner did provide a detailed explanation for his behavior on May 9th. He testified to the effect he was tired of running or going out of the way, bucked up his courage, and said to himself, quote, "Hey, I'm gonna confront these guys so they know I'm not scared." This explanation was not credible or readily understandable. Petitioner himself acknowledged that it, quote, "might look a little weird that I was going back and forth." Even if the court were to take at face value the sincerity of the petitioner's explanation of his own behavior on May 9th, petitioner's behavior is flatly inconsistent with the allegations on page 3 of petitioner's CH-100 form that, quote, "I am very frightened of him." The respondent, quote, "is terrifying and I need help to keep him away," end quote. And, quote, "there were 3 incidents. There could be more, but I try hard to avoid him and have someone accompany for protection when I can," end quote. It's also inconsistent with the petitioner's CH-100 at page 5, quote, "he is very frightening and I am trying to stay far away from him," end quote. The allegation on page 3 of the CH-100 that on May 9th, respondent, quote, "stalked me, running up to me and yelling at me to keep moving, and he and his friends were obstructing me and shouted at me and that I was asking for trouble," is not consistent with the video evidence. These profound inconsistencies within his sworn testimony and between his sworn testimony and the video evidence undermined petitioner's credibility. The court notes that some other allegations in the CH-100 on the basis of which a temporary restraining order was issued were misleading and or not substantiated at the hearing. For example, the scooter petitioner is seen using in the admitted video recordings is an electric 2-wheel scooter like a Razor or a Bird scooter, not any device that would typically be used for balance by anyone with a physical disability or mobility challenge. It is not a seated mobility scooter designed for an elderly person. The references to a support scooter in the CH-100 form therefore struck the court as somewhat misleading. By way of further example, there was no evidence presented to substantiate the allegations in the CH-100 that respondent carried pepper spray, with him on March 9th, 2024. Everyone behaving? Good, thank you. Or on May 9th. There was no evidence presented to substantiate any stalking behavior by respondent towards petitioner, although stalking was alleged repeatedly in the CH-100. There was a disputed issue of whether, in response to the third-party statement on March 9th that petitioner tried to run respondent over. Respondent stated "No, he did hit me though," or "No, he didn't hit me though." The court did not find respondent's testimony that he said, "No, he did hit me though," to be credible. The court heard respondent's statement to be, "No, he didn't hit me though," and interpreted it to mean that petitioner had not hit respondent straight on with the scooter. Regardless, respondent is not the party with the burden of proof. The court found the balance of respondent's testimony to be credible, more credible than the petitioner's, and largely corroborated with the video evidence. To grant a restraining order, the court must find by clear and convincing evidence that respondent committed harassment. In this case, it is alleged that the harassment consisted of the following. Petitioner alleges that respondent committed an act of unlawful violence that served no legitimate purpose. Unlawful violence is any assault or battery or stalking as prohibited in Penal Code Section 646.9, but does not include self-defense or defense of others. The court finds that petitioner did not meet this burden of proof with regard to this allegation. Despite the plethora of video evidence, some key moments of the parties' March 9th physical interaction between the parties are not actually definitively shown on the videos because of camera movement or because other people were in the way. It appears to the court, based on multiple viewings of multiple videos at various speeds as well as thoughtful consideration of the parties' testimony, that as the parties came close to one another, petitioner moved suddenly towards respondent in a kind of lunge or charge forward, and respondent grabbed the pole of the scooter defensively to redirect it away from his body. Please hold while. Oh, this is a very interesting camera angle we have going on here. There's humans in cars. I'll read that one again. I got distracted. And it's a long one. It appears to the court, based on multiple viewings of multiple videos at various speeds as well as thoughtful consideration of the parties' testimony, that as the parties came close to one another, petitioner moved suddenly towards respondent in a kind of lunge or charge forward, and respondent grabbed the pole of the scooter defensively to redirect it away from his body. Respondent gave an exclamation of surprise and told petitioner to relax, which is consistent with his testimony to the effect that petitioner was the one whose movement of the scooter was sudden and aggressive. Two other witnesses can be heard to exclaim spontaneously that petitioner, quote, tried to run the respondent over and, quote, assaulted respondent. Petitioner's feet were never fully off the sidewalk. It is undisputed that petitioner did not fall to the ground. It was never explained why petitioner did not or could not have stepped onto the adjacent grass to make more room on the sidewalk. There was no evidence that petitioner was not allowed to be on the grass. Petitioner's allegations that his back was injured are also not consistent with the video evidence, which did not reflect any cry of pain on his part and showed petitioner walking away normally without any limp or apparent injury. The chiropractor invoices proffered by petitioner, as he admitted on the stand, do not reflect any diagnosis or specific treatment, and the court did not give them significant weight. It was undisputed that respondent and petitioner both called law enforcement after their interaction on March 9th that respondent was arrested for. W check. Restate. I just wanted to check. Remember this one, y'all. It was undisputed that respondent and petitioner both called law enforcement after their interaction on March 9th. That respondent was arrested for, quote, attempted robbery after having been identified by petitioner, and respondent spent multiple nights in detention before he was advised there would be no criminal charges brought against him and released. Petitioner denies having told the police that respondent tried to steal his scooter, but testified he told them he was assaulted and someone tried to grab his scooter, and identified respondent to law enforcement. Petitioner alleges that respondent made a credible threat of violence on May 9th. A credible threat of violence is a knowing and willful statement or course of conduct that would place a reasonable person in fear of his or her safety or the safety of his or her immediate family and served no legitimate purpose. The court finds there was no threat of violence, credible or not credible, made towards petitioner by respondent. The court finds that the petitioner did not meet his burden of proof with regard to this allegation. Respondent testified in detail as to what he said to petitioner on May 9th. This portion of his testimony was highly credible and corroborated by video evidence. Specifically, the evidence established that respondent spoke the following words, not all at once, to petitioner on May 9th, 2024. Oh, there you are. Guess who's here? Are you going to call the cops again? Once again with the scooter. You're the one who approached us. Why are you shaking, sir? You're the one who came to us. Just move, buddy. Why are you shaking, buddy? Are you calling security? Keep on walking, and bye. None of these words came close to being threats of violence. Petitioner was not able to testify with any specificity about which words were spoken to him by the respondent and which by someone else. The evidence established that the comments petitioner primarily characterized as threats or hate speech were not spoken by respondent but by someone else. The law requires petitioner to prove by clear and convincing evidence that respondent engaged in prohibited harassment. There was an insignificant legal or factual basis presented on which the court might somehow impute statements of a third party to respondent and issue a restraining order against respondent based on imputed third party statements. Finally, the overall context of the words spoken on May 9th, as explained above, was a serious... Oh, judge has a typo. She meant to write series. Was a series of interactions between the parties that the petitioner initiated unnecessarily and provocatively. I'll read that again. Finally, the overall context of the words spoken on May 9th, as explained above, was a series of interactions between the parties that petitioner initiated unnecessarily and provocatively. It is alleged that respondent engaged in a prohibited course of conduct against the petitioner. Under this theory, petitioner must prove there was a course of conduct against him that seriously alarmed, annoyed, or harassed him. A course of conduct is a pattern of conduct composed of a series of acts over a period of time, however short, evidencing a a continuity of purpose. The court finds that petitioner did not meet his burden of proof with regards to these allegations. Nothing respondent did or said on May 9th formed a pattern of conduct or series of acts by respondent against petitioner that seriously alarmed, annoyed, or harassed petitioner, or that would have caused a reasonable person to suffer substantial emotional distress. Petitioner unnecessarily and provocatively tried to initiate some kind of confrontation with respondent, and respondent did not rise to the bait. There was no course of conduct undertaken by respondent against petitioner within the meaning of CCP 527.6. Because the court finds there was no course of conduct within the meaning of CCP 527.6, it does not need to reach additional questions of whether conduct was knowing and willful, constitutionally protected, served any legitimate purpose, etc. The court finds the party requesting the order of protection did not sustain the applicable burden of proof. Based on the foregoing analysis, the court denies petitioner's request for a civil harassment restraining order after hearing under Code of Civil Procedure Section 527.6. The temporary restraining order issued on June 4th, 2024 is dissolved. The case is ordered dismissed. It is orally stipulated by and between parties, counsel for the parties herein, that the exhibits may be released to parties, counsel, to be retained and maintained at their respective offices, pending final determination of this action, including time for motions and appeal thereafter, to be disposed of by them as they see fit, unless otherwise ordered by the court of competent jurisdiction. All parties are present at the time the court makes its order. Further notice is not required. And then she dropped her mic. Ow. Oh my God. I was holding my... Oh, that hurt. Okay. And then Danny was like, Scientology's a cult. Gang, gang. No, he didn't. I'm joking. Sorry. We went from factual to imagination. Then she dropped her gavel and was like, peace out. Oh, you're welcome. That's for the other learners out there. I suppose I'll have to clip that later at some point. Hi, Laura. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to be Timu Dodge. Dodge needs someone to step in. Although if I could just get that ruling, I would skip a lot of BS if I can get a copy of his ruling tomorrow. And for all those listening on the podcast, Danny says that We, okay, typo. I told Jennifer, you lost. Oh, I would never do a stream of a haunted anything unless I had all the right equipment. Yeah, I'm excited for Timu Dodge as well. Can I tell you a story? I just did. Oh, it's gonna be a rough day at the office for monks, and I'm guessing tomorrow's gonna be a rough one. Tomorrow's probably gonna end up being a long day. Maybe. Yeah, it's always a bad day for monks, and that's true. But tomorrow's gonna be a bad day at the office. Time, I think. Well, be there at 8:30, and then we'll see which ones she reads first. I'm guessing it'll be like Danny's. She'll read the ruling at a time appropriate, depending on how much time she needs. He's gonna have a really serious case of the Mondays, that's for sure. What's the right equipment? Oh, like multiple cameras, static cams, proper mics, night vision, EMF readers, cat balls, the usual. I'm kidding. Can you get ready tonight and sleep in the car in front of the court? No, that's not, the parking's not ideal there. But I did get ready. I'm all ready to go. So I just have to like get up, roll out of the car, and climb into the driver's seat, really. What were you just saying there, Danny? Danny, oh, Danny boy, what did you just say? That was a healing F Scientology story for all. The head of security of Scientology, I believe. Ah, man, what's that answer to though? So 8:30, be there. I think the judge will get cracking around 9. Laura, well, I guess I shouldn't assume. Will you be there as well? I see you there, Laura. Yeah, I went to the thrift store today. I'm ready for Timu Dodge. Hi, Darth. You've been here the whole time. We were talking while I was walking. You said something fucked up about a snake, about the snake. I just don't remember what it was. I just remember I was like, fuck you, Darth. Sean, head of security, Danny. Jennifer's legal. You know what's funny? She's I think she's just like the events person. Permits and events and PR. I wonder what people think I'm doing right now. They're like, this lady's just, I don't think they can see the camera. They just see me just chatting with a subtle light on my face in the dark. Head of legal department. Oh, is she? Oh, she needs to go back to legal department school. Will I be dressed as Dodge? I mean, the thing is, somebody gave me a super chat for a Dodge. I did joke and say I was going to go to a thrift store. And then somebody gave me, not a super chat, a donation for a Dodge jacket, tie, and socks. And it was $1.99. In case anybody here missed it. that was probably one of the funnier jokes of the whole week. So I honored their donation. They took my joke and made it real. And then I went to the thrift store today. So I got to study my Dodge mannerisms a little bit. Maybe I'll do that before I go to sleep. The moxacious moxon. I know, I didn't want to assume, but I figured you'd be there, Laura. I'll see you tomorrow. Afila writes in and asks, question for Danny or Kelly. What was the reaction to verdict in court on both sides? I'll do the easy one. The petitioner side, which was included 4 people, was quiet. No words, no sounds, lots of this. And then I didn't count, but y'all saw what was happening outside with how many people were outside. Uh, got a little rambunctious. Danny did say you lost. um, Will said something. I can't remember. I think he continued with his I'm going to end your cult. Check the court calendar, Amanda H. Also, it's on the 30th, I think, if I remember correctly. Henry is the 30th. Josiah is the 23rd. Josiah's, if I can get my hands on court documents, I want to read through those with people, like before I leave Sacramento, so I can bring up the screen and we can go through it. I think people are very confused about that one and misinformed. Am I going to offer memberships? I don't know. I think most of you would have been here as I was driving down talking about making a second channel for other shenanigans and such. And then for that one, I might totally be a corporate whore, sellout, YouTube sellout, and do everything. But I just don't know about this channel. X. I think I need more than a cigarette and a piece of paper. I'll need a pen. No, actually, what Dodge does, I can't do what Dodge does. There's no way in hell. I took a bunch of notes, but I can't do it like he does. I don't know how he does it, but he does really a lot of shorthand and such. But then afterwards, he's just in the chaos in the city and like cars flying by, and then he just like turns his camera on and he's like, "Okay, here's and then he regurgitates it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go process my notes for like 24 to 48 hours. He does. I'm not gonna be able to do what he does, but where we will miss things that I can't take notes for, like bits that I miss. Now we know that the ruling will be on a piece of paper somewhere. But DOA may want to read that one, I don't know, for himself. Plus, he's going to give you guys the recap. Reenactment. We do want to do reenactments. Danny, are you still here? I already told people you were going to play Danny and Philip Campos. We got to get you like a bald gray wig thing and the gray beard. Oh, I won't have a doggy with me. I should have grabbed the stuffed animal at the thrift store. To be honest, I'm probably doing it just for the sake of joking around, and then when for real information, you'll have to I'll have to read what the judge actually says. Audit. I know. I hope she's taking all of her writings so she can like put it together in a book. For those listening on the podcast, Girly Ghost writes in and says, I'm really surprised Scientology didn't hire actors to sit on their side of the courtroom. That's probably, you're probably not even joking, huh? That should be a joke, but it's not. A bow tie? Bow ties are cool. Oh gosh. I won't try to rap. I'll do it for real. I don't need to try. No, I won't. Hopefully, I'll think of some stuff overnight that's fun. It's fun to get back into a little bit of my creative acting zone. I'll be playing Dodge tomorrow. Kelly, you gotta make the Riz too, because Dodge never misses an opportunity. Thanks for the reminder. I would have forgot. I'll try to make the Riz. Try not to freak some innocent poor woman passing by. Danny's still here. Good. Yeah, he's gonna. We got to get you the stuff. We got to get the transcripts first, so then we can cut it down. We'll just do little snippets. I think we should ask. We should ask. Gosh, who's gonna play Moxon? I think. Are we all thinking the same thing? Everybody at the same time, right? Who you think should play Moxon? I wasn't expecting. I'm trying to be quiet. DD. He's in an actors group, actually. He might be able to do it. How are you guys not thinking what I was thinking? Chi. Chi could play the judge. Streets. I would never. I don't. That'd be so counter his personality. Confident Jeff could play Moxon. Actually, that's not a bad idea. It could be good casting. What other characters are there? Lara, will you play Jennifer? I can't think of the other characters. Oh, we need somebody to play the paralegal that needs a double bacon cheeseburger. Will should play that guy. He's still Jeff's still around. He pops in my chat every once in a while. He might be watching now. Tom Cruise. Uh, the bailiff. Oh, bailiff was funny. I forgot to tell that part of the story. At one point, before the judge came, Moxon was trying to hand him something or talk about something. And before we all entered the courtroom, hold, what? I did? No. I don't know what that's from. If I did, whoops. Um, huh? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Right before we all went inside, the bailiff said something to Danny or somebody that was there as part of the supporters of the respondent, and he said something like, "Yeah, I know you guys. I know we've seen each other before." Just joking. And yeah, I'm playing Dorothy. This didn't start because I want to play Dorothy, but I'm gonna finish it because I do. Um, Anyway, he made a joke like, "Yeah, I know who you guys are. Yep, yep, I've seen you." And I laughed, and it was a joke in between. But then when we all went inside, before the judge came in, Moxon went up to him and was trying to like hand something to him or something. And he says the same thing to Moxon. He goes, "Yeah, I know who you are. I've seen you." And he has, because Moxon's been in there for more than one trial. and and then Moxon says something to him, and he's like he's like, "Uh-huh, yeah, no, I know who you are, I've seen you before." And then he like looks over at us, and he just kind of smiles, and we start laughing, and Moxon doesn't get the joke. And then Moxon's like says something else, and and turns and sits down, and then the bailiff's I can't explain it, but he not only did he find his joke funny, but he was laughing because he was like, "This guy is killing me. This guy really just doesn't know what's going on around him." I know, that's why I was like, I didn't block you, but Muffin. Oh, Muffin. Muffin. Audit probably has dibs on Jennifer. Danny. Danny writes in and says, "Man of the hour. Just for the first 2 days of a rough draft, according to Dorothy, it was around 350, so it might come out to around 750-ish. And the replay goes viral that will cost Scientology the great embarrassment." Yeah, I'm not gonna be a easy direct. I'm gonna be one of those really annoying directors. We're gonna get those shots. We're gonna get the scenes right. We're gonna go viral. I'm gonna really pull the actor out of these streamers that are already naturally theatrical and probably have backgrounds in theater. Danny, what? The first 2 days of a rough draft, according to Dorothy, it was around 350, so it might come out to 750. I hate when I get the tail end of something and I don't know. Oh God, I'm thinking about the snake again. My feet are my feet are up. Oh God. You know what? The thing about that specific snake too, its little beady eye was staring at me. It was looking at my soul. Oh, transcripts. That makes a lot of sense. Yes, thank you. Got it. We'll figure it out. What up, CP? Yeah, I don't want to get the bailiff in trouble either, so I'm like, well, he was just laughing at his own joke. That's all that happened. Never mind what I said. Snakes are good. I know they're good. He thinks you're a big man. Oh, Jerry. Hello, Jerry. Don't be a dick, Jerry. I've noticed you like talking to specific people in my chat, saying shit to them. Don't bring up other people in chat unless you have something positive to say. I have a rule for you now. Specific rule just for Jerry. Nope, 2 rules for Jerry. Boundaries, not rules. Don't be a dick, Jerry. And then also, if you don't have something nice to say to somebody in chat, don't say it. especially if you're going to add an at and then put their name in it. But that goes for everybody else. If you don't like something about Jerry, probably ignore him. So then, otherwise, you're just setting him up for trouble. Transcripts, got it. Dude, borderline WW3. I don't know what that means. CP, have you been in here before? Look, those letters look new to me in that order. My thoughts? Oh, lordy. Hi, Lana. Yeah, I know. Yeah. See, there he goes. Hi at Danny. That's appropriate. That's an appropriate way to talk to people in this chat experience. Anyone ever told you? Oh, YouTube channel facts. Thank you. Who were you before? I forgot. What was your name before that? Why didn't I block you? Why? How are you still able to chat here? Oh, look, they're all loving each other. John, Cali Boy's like, ha ha, YouTube channel facts. And then Jerry's like, oh, Cali Boy. And they all like go off together. Oh, what up, Jerry? Oh, everybody. Oh, yeah. Love it, love it. It's like one big bro love fest. Or chick, because goddess only knows. What up, kangaroo pooch? Coming in, thank you, with the rational emoji. Okay, well, on that note, I think that's it. We walked. I had a stroke and a heart attack and faced a fear. And then I did what I said I was going to do before the next oral ruling. So I think we're good. I just also wanted to check in with folks, you know. Oh, okay, CP. Might I recommend you get a journal? I would skateboard, but I can't here. I wanted to skateboard yesterday at Blue and I didn't. I did see. I couldn't think straight. The singing just started. I had to sing through the fear. All right. Uh, yeah, the trolls are here to teach everyone to ignore that which you need not give energy to, and or engage and help me with conversion therapy. Or trust that there's a bigger purpose to it all. Hi, Rather be in Maui. Oh, good, I'm glad. I know a lot of people could just read it, but you know. Oh, Lord, here we go. Not Detective Rand. There we go. I didn't answer about the stars. I didn't see the question. Will you ask again? Courtroom number. Oh, I suck. I have told you specifically that I would do that. Yes. Would you, you know what? I even wrote it that I was going to put it in the calendar and I lied. Are there stars in the sky? Well, there's always stars in the sky, but I can see them. Oh, that's. Anybody find that fascinating that Jerry shows up with that info? Department 35, 111. Well, that's Scully. That's where Scully was last week. Let's not trust the internet right now. All that. No, 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 no. Rather be in Maui. How long have you been in my chat? You don't trust people, random ass people in chat, especially not Jerry. We don't even know Jerry. We suspect we know, but hold on. That's probably true because it's the same room, but I'm gonna go double check. Yeah, straight from the LA court website, allegedly. Again, what are we supposed to just believe you? You must be new around here. Jerry, that one might have just really slapped a bow on my theory of who you are. Thanks, kangaroo. Oh, Peter Anderson. I will do that, Peter Anderson. I just need to transition in my thoughts. No, I'm not going to dox you on the interwebs. I will do that, Peter. Oh, just saying thank you, not believing. Okay. It was how you said no worries, Kelly, like it's okay, but then I didn't know if those two were together, like thanks, Jerry. Okay, no worries, Kelly. But now I understand the comment. No, I am going to look it up, not because I don't believe you, but because I just have said literally since the day I like started streaming, trust only the facts, and also never like don't trust random things in a chat. This is just about me putting my you know, walking my walk. Because it is the no, 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 Alexandra. Nope. No, no. Alleged. That's maybe your theory. You're saying something like it's a fact. Look at Moon Taxi. Look how Moon Taxi writes. Maybe Jerry is Moxon, in my opinion. All right, this is gonna buffalo for just a minute. Hold on, Peter. I'm definitely gonna address that. Thank you so much for reminding me. Please hold. I hear you. There's some critter. I hear you, but I can't see you. Come out with your paws up. All right. Oh, goddess. What? Show yourself, please. Oh, and there's something over there with like an eyeball. I can see the eyeball, just the tiniest little eyeball shining. Holy cow. No, I have my headlamp. That's enough. I don't need a flashlight out here. I'll fuck my eyes up and not be able to see shit. I believe you, rather. I mean, I know it and believe it. Look at that. Leslie is MMDM 16 mod now. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, ha. All right. I can't. I know Scully would probably be in the same room and everything, but yeah, exactly. Wolf Machine, I have to thank you for something too. I just can't remember exactly what it is specifically. Yeah, we're all very observant, aren't we? No, no. Think about who said that. One person. You said y'all. One person said that. Unless I missed something. All right. Focus on court calendar. I'm glad you're laughing. I haven't been in chats much, so I'm starting to actually not have a grasp on things as much as I would normally. Look at that. 10 days ago. I'm such an asshole. 10 days ago, Sweet Rather Be in Maui says, would be great for us SoCal locals to know the court address and room number if that can be attained. Which I vaguely respond because I've learned not to commit to shit. I'm working on this. 10 days ago. Oh, so it must have been even longer ago. I actually had the info. I just didn't put it in the effing calendar. There it is. There we go. Here we go. I'm just going to go on record. I am feeling like Jerry was correct. What makes you a trusted source and not me? Um, face? No face. No face. Face. Real name. Fake name. Multiple accounts. One account. Oh, that's not true. I have another one. I have two others. Real name. Kelly is my real name. Really what my name is. Yeah, you were forced to make a backup. I'm not saying you're not a trusted source. I'm saying let's get confirmation since we can't see your computer screen. We can't see that you're getting the information. So I'll do it. And then people, I've told people 100 times, don't believe me either. You don't go check it out yourself. It's at the LA County Court website. Although Jerry, how did you find it? Did you search with the court case info or a last name? How'd you do that, Jerry? How'd you get your info? Do I only do Scientology stuff? You mean in my life or on the YouTubes? I have one other account that I made. I only used it once. I had to make one. I had to add one sentence to a chat, and I used the account the real Dr. Phil, and I haven't changed it. I know it's easy to obtain in public. I'm saying, how did you search for it? You searched with names or a case number? How did you search for it, Jerry? Oh my God, are you camping? Didn't we literally already talk about this right before the snake tried to kill me? You used your key. Wow, non-answer answers, Jerry. Interesting. How did you search for it in the internet, Jerry? What did you use to search? Jerry is avoiding the question, avoiding a direct answer at this moment. The real Dr. Phil is such a troll name. It needed to be done. Mostly for myself. I thought it was hilarious. Um, I'm really getting tired here of this shit. We're all gonna have to just believe Jerry. Jerry, where did you go? Where did you go? 20 to 30 minutes ago, I was going to tell you to look out for snakes. Johnny, where? What? I thought you were here. Oh, it was in the beginning. Yeah, well, I'm outside, so snakes are sort of part of the deal. But yeah, I almost died. It tried to kill me. And its cousins and family. It was a terrible, horrifying experience. This is so annoying. Oh, uh-oh. I think we're... Oh, shit. Jerry, come back. Look at you. Gotta be. I see that language. Oh, Jupiter showed up. All right, I'm starting to get frustrated with myself here. Peter, I bet you're just waiting. You're going to remind me. No, you didn't have to allegedly. That was good. You said gotta be. Like, nah, you know. No, it's good. It's good. Oh, I don't know where I put anything. I did it in the fucking. It's in here, Kelly. Focus. It's very difficult to do all of this at the same time. You felt like something was behind me watching. Ah, come on, man. I'm literally sitting in the dark. Johnny, why? Why would you say that? No, I didn't. I felt like something was up on the ridge at one point, but that was when we were talking about mountain lions. There's like 20 animals behind me just having their nighttime escapades. Just let them talk to themselves. There's definitely a louder something behind me now. We're gonna get this done. I just want to validate Jerry. That's all. I'm just here to validate what you're saying. I'm here to. There it is. Allegedly. Oh my god. What's going on? They're just all. We're just letting everything come to the surface, really. We're all just watching it rise to the surface, rise to the whoa, wise to the occasion, guys. Theatrically speaking, it's actually quite a feat. I always wanted to play like Sybil. I'm so close. Ready? That took a freakishly long time. Rather be in Maui or anybody else that wants to show up, the truth is, you do go up. You want to find apartment 35 at Stanley Mosque and be there by 8:30. You can check the court calendar on the electronic calendars up above. My whole time I looked, it actually doesn't have the room number on there, but I'm sure it's the same one. And that would mean that it's probably floor 4. But you'll see when you get there in downstairs at the elevators, there's all the calendars. All right, fine. I put it off long enough. Peter, are you laughing at how long it took me? I don't want to get into this right now because I don't want to misspeak because I didn't prepare ahead of time. But you waited long enough. And I do want to just be done with it. Actually, I need to go get my charger. One moment. Let me put it off a little longer. No, I do. Oh, yeah. I got to put my charger on. Yeah. This is fun. This is like, I like, this is why, this is the space. Instead of people like that, they're like, oh, let me just pay attention, and ask informing questions and such. It's a nice neutral space where we can all just really learn who we are on this earth and in chat. Really figure it out. Oh, I don't concur. I think chat's a great place to let out your dreams and wishes. It's like a journal entry, but you're declaring it in public, so it's easier. It's more of a declaration to the universe. It can get to you faster that way, I believe. The power of the chat. Oop, there we go. We plugged in. It always buffaloes a bit when I plug in. Okay, speaking of journal entries, I didn't totally journal on this, but I did a little in other ways. I emailed a lot of things and then I never sent emails. I sent one email. Peter, you've held on for a very long time. If you're still with us, this one's for you. Thank you for reminding me. I said I was going to talk about something. The truth is, I haven't really, it's not that I've been avoiding it, it's that I have been trying to process it more and more. Because I just don't know. I just don't know. So, and I'm still at that place. So it's kind of, this is me, not like, now I'm going to move to verbally processing. And we won't be live for much longer because I am drinking a lot of water and I have to go potty. I don't know how long ago it was now because, like I said, I wasn't joking that it's hilarious to me that I'm the one doing the calendar. It could have been about 3 weeks ago, but I'm not sure. It may have been more like a month ago. Oh, park ranger or something. They have like, oh, it's the cop. What fuck face? Did some fuck face do this? That's a sheriff. Some fuck face in here fucking with me? Another sheriff. Another sheriff. We've got three. Three sheriffs are passing by. That's what's going on. There's two. The first one y'all saw. Oh, there's the third one making its way around. We've got three. It's really shitty timing because I have to pee. If it's for me, I'll be like, hold on, I have to go potty. They're looping around. All right. That happened. God. No, no, no. Three sheriffs, not a park ranger, not the park ranger. Park closes at 10. Three sheriffs. Johnny's emoji? I didn't see it. Good thing I just put my phone on the battery. All right. Sheriffs patrol that as well. Not three in a row like that, and they were flying. No, no. I know. Maybe you're trying to like calm me down. I'm not stressed about it. I'm not. It's. I know what I saw. I saw the way the first one went by too. They're coming back, just in case. One just went back around. The other two, I don't know where the other two are. Peter, the universe is like, no, no. Oh, Johnny's emoji was that the same one? I didn't see it. God damn it. I need more than one person to do that. Now they're going up and out, I believe. I think they're leaving. I hope people are like screen recording this with the chat open. I would hope. I would hope I don't have to say that out loud. I am going to file a PPA on the snake if I have an interaction with law enforcement. I'm going to let them finish up what they're doing, then I'm going to file a PPA on that snake. $135 in here. You got to figure a couple are OSA. A couple are, 2 or 3 are multiple accounts. And then, like, at least 100 of people actually paying the fuck attention to what's going on. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, actually, the snake is a good, I do believe in messages from animals, so. I did already get the message earlier. I just didn't tell Chad about the way I interpret things. Should have never let Twitch people infiltrate. They can't infiltrate chat, they can't do that unless people allow it. And if they're dominating chat, that's because other people are sitting back not adding their voice. So you'd think that if there's a couple dominating, then the others would balance it. I.e., drown it out. Oh, I don't have, oh, a safe word with someone so they can record. Oh, I think I have some people that I don't even have to say a safe word to. I would hope, but I'm definitely going to check and be like, were you on that shit last night? Do we need a safe word? Here comes another one, or same one. They're not on this side. I shouldn't say here they come because they're not on my side of the stuff. But it's just a small loop. But the fact that I'm saying all that, I mean, anybody that's paying attention, whatever. Even if they got a crazy call, they probably drove by. They're probably just looking for this said call. If that's what it was, they probably drove by and went, I don't know, see what the fuck that call was. All right. It's gonna be difficult for me to transition. I'm a little on edge. Actually, it's a great transition. Shit is just so fucking weird in this line of YouTube work. So weird, right? That tranquilo, people. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Shit's so weird. And it's not something specific like disowning anything or listen, here's what happened. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I just got to a place where I just I didn't know what was going on. My intuition was raging at that time. My spidey sense was like, my gut, actually, it wasn't even that, it was just my gut was like, I don't like things right now. And so I just didn't want I just wanted to do my own thing and be my own creature on earth, as I always am. And anybody that actually has been following or paying attention sincerely knows that that's how I roll. And that I even struggle with, I don't even say like, oh, I'm part of a community, even though you're all my people on earth. We've had this discussion. Most of you know this. But in regards to identifying as something, I've never, maybe when I was a kid, I was in like a club or something for school. Um, Spike, I think you need to take a fucking breath, man. You're struggling to even sentence right now more than I am. Oh, look at all of it. It's all coming forward. So anyway, um, I didn't have, I never associated as a SPTV creator or anything. That was never my channel. And then, for a few videos, I put Highway Patrol. I put SPTV as a hashtag just to try to help get the stream out when I was at Blue. But that was mostly because I hadn't really, I can't read, it's too dark, Lisa. Lisa, oh, what the fuck? Um, so I removed those that hashtag from the few videos that I did, and I emailed the sptv.space fluffer squirrel, and I said with a heavy heart and nothing personal at all. I just want to keep doing my own thing. I don't want to be part of anything, even on paper, a list or a group of anything. Can you remove me from the sptv.space site? This was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And then I told Fluffer that absolutely I still supported this. The site's amazing. It really is amazing. I still support it. It is now the first thing in all my descriptions on my videos. Part of it was also just that I was struggling because I started to question like why other creators weren't on the SPTV site, and I hadn't reached out to them and asked specifically like, hey, did you not want to be on it, or do you want to be on it? Thanks, Moon Taxi. Um, and I didn't know, so it was one of those gut things. That's why I didn't like it's not like a public statement worthy situation. Highway patrols appears to be now exiting and leaving. So that was that. And then again, I still didn't reach out to any individual creators, but I was just curious, like, well, why isn't so and so on there? And why isn't so and so? And then I thought, oh, it's because they have beef with like maybe other ex Scientologists that use the SPTV. And I just was like, I don't want to even go deal with it. I don't care. I never signed up to be part of anything with an acronym or an abbreviation. um, so I just I wanted that. And then also, I understand wholeheartedly why some people were very upset by some of the actions and words of the bad actor time period in DOA's channel. I get that. I saw it different. I still do. And I didn't understand why, to my knowledge, they were told they were he was getting taken off that space site, which was already like, well, I don't know what to do with all this anymore. Like, who's deciding? And then I'm like, well, they get to decide because it's their site. So, and in that, I support it. I do support it. It's right there on my channel description. It hasn't changed. Um, and they're doing amazing work. Xenu News and other people that are contributing. I just didn't want to participate in anything where some people are included and some people aren't. And then it made maybe 2 weeks ago, I was like, what about people like Mitch B? I don't watch his shit. I don't. But why isn't like it was just making me curious, like why isn't someone like him on it? He's an ex Sciento. So then I just realized it was just that was my decision, and I had to do it just like the 86 public refund of 60 whopping dollars. I just had to go with my gut a little bit. I had some reasons, but I don't feel like I have to justify it to myself. Um, but I will say that the whole anything with the S and the P and the T and the V was starting to create this like experience where I was like it was like turning me away from one. I just didn't want it. The more there's the voices, some of the voices using those four letters together were drowning out the voices that I would prefer to hear, and it was a decision also because there's so much like wishy-washy gray area between the foundation. I know they're all individual and separate, and I understand that logically, but again, in my desire to separate from even just what I perceived as a disregard for healthy, positive movement forward, coming from um, the some of the main channels that are also board members, mostly Aaron. I was getting more and more turned off by some of the way that he does. I don't know. He just doesn't seem to know. There's. I don't understand it. I thought it was a miscommunication or a disconnect in communication, but I really think it's more just. I don't know. Just doesn't want to know. But I can't say that for sure. I have not written him myself. I wrote to the foundation. I got responses from Natalie. I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't get into the deeper questions because the internet blew up with a bunch of shit. And so I was struggling because I did try to start communication, and then I felt like he just kept going online saying things that were so far from what I considered to be a reality or truth. It was just so narrow focused and dismissive and rude to people, to myself, because he doesn't realize that when he slams certain thoughts or ideas, he doesn't realize that other people share in it. A lot of other people share in it. And it's this hyper focus on one person being a problem, or two or three people, instead of recognizing that there's a whole chunk of people that supported his channel, started this because we watched his channel, donated to the foundation, supported the foundation, promoted the fuck out of the foundation, and then got told we were OSA or OSA agents, or that we're using OSA tactics. And that happened after the fact, but that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me, where I said, well, I don't feel bad about not having those four letters anywhere near me anymore, and I don't want to be part of, I've never wanted to be part of anything where somebody is left out for what I consider to be not legitimate reasons, and not in the benefit of taking down Scientology. That's what I mean. Not if it's not, if it's purpose, I mean, and that's, again, that's someone's perspective, that it's hindering the process of taking out Scientology. That's their opinion, perspective, fine. I just don't share it. And I think the more voices I think it's something that we could all probably get on board with more than we realize. Taking out, exposing them. And with all the creative humans out there that spend their time and energy devoted to like exposing a person on all sides, I rather see those people use their talents to expose Scientology. So if people want to get behind taking out a cult, that's why I say rally the troops. That's why I say let's let people in. Not everyone's going to be welcome forever. But right now, if there are some people that can wake up and say like, oh, I don't need to put my energy into like not liking this person or exposing this other person, and just like focus on taking these motherfuckers out, I think there a few will rise to the occasion. Not all, and there will be a purge. The purge is coming soon. But and some people have done shit where I'm like, I'm not cool with that. I'm not fucking cool with that. And can we get along? Probably not, because I don't want to associate with certain things and certain behaviors. But if you emailed me, or, we needed to exchange information or something, so we exposed more Scientology stuff, I'd probably suck up my ego and do it. Or maybe I won't like it, but for the greater good. So that's my journal session rambling. That's kind of where I'm at. I just don't like excluding people without, like, in my perspective, good cause. And that's sort of been my motivation as of late in trying to get everybody to just clean slate. I'm kind of sick of it all. I'm really sick of it all. I do think certain things need to be exposed. You're just not going to hear me talk about it a lot because I'm trying to stay focused on this. But I do think it's valid. Some of the other side projects are necessary and valid. I don't know why you guys are saying this. Rather be Maui writes in and says, I'll say that from what I recall, seeing channels were being removed and not by the channel creator's choice, apparently allegedly. Sounds like under pressure to remove. I can definitely be wrong. I only know of one specifically, but I just was wondering why the others weren't. But I didn't want to reach out. I also, more importantly, I just didn't like being on a list. I already debated not wanting to be on it. But then also just that gray area between like, I just wanted out of all of it. I was just fucking done with all of it. I'm still done with all of it. I'm fucking done. It's too much. I'm like, I can't think straight. It's too much. Same, streets first. What does that mean, Ecto? Somebody asked something and I think you guys are answering. I just don't know what it means. Streets, I found streets first. Oh, people you found. Well, I was listening to Aaron a lot, or, in the when it was not as when I wasn't as heavily involved. But as soon as I got involved, I started noticing inconsistencies in what I was experiencing or seeing and what was being said. Not intentional misinformation or anything like that, but misinformation for sure, sometimes, a lot of times. It's because nobody consented to be on it, only asked to be. No, I think almost everybody consented to be on the SPTV site. Yeah. Well, I saw her asking a lot of people and saying, like, please have people reach out and tell me if they want to be on it. Absolutely, for me, too. In fact, she asked me. I waited for a while. I was like, I don't know. And then she asked again, and I answered, and she didn't get the answer. So then I wasn't on it for a while anyway, and I was like, nah, it's probably okay. And then we somehow had a and then I did. So I mean, it was good to be, it was good for a while. And what I wish is that, well, I wish it had a different name, but also I just don't. I haven't reached out to her or to them and to either of them and asked who who's on and not and how that works. I have not had time, so that's full transparency. I just haven't had the headspace or the time, and I think my personal desire to quote not be on a list at all. I'm already on enough lists. I think that's like a camper, RV driving through. Yeah, Eddie's, Kel Eddie's family trying to get in for the night. I think overall, I just don't want to be on a list that's not like whatever for all, which is why chats become a wild cesspool of everyone's welcome for right now. But then I'm going to do the same shit. I'm going to cut people out as per what I see. So it's, again, it's not hypocrisy, and I support them. I support what they're doing. I just needed to not be on it. And then I heard Nora go on and say like she was going to do it for her own reasons. And I thought, yeah, I think it's just time for some. After Liz's last live, I was so sick of the lies in this community. I was ready to delete everything in my YouTube subscriptions that pertain to this cause. I don't know. I don't remember you ever telling me that before, Peter, but that's exactly the deal. I'm really trying to stay in my lane and be able to maintain some form of focus so that people that are feeling that way at least have a space to go to. Um, yeah, well, thanks for not deleting me, Peter. Don't leave, Peter. Don't ever leave. You can never leave, Peter. You're committed for life. Turned off by Aaron's comments for a while now. He seems to be turning a negative corner. That was not my reason for following all these streams. That was, wait a minute. I followed Film the Police, Will, for years. I worked in Watts and related. Oh yeah. See, I love that we're able to find people. I think William was probably the first person but you know, I can't remember, but it probably was through Aaron's channel. And I know he's had a lot of interpersonal things prior, and the foundation itself is a testament to that. And again, it's not that I don't support the foundation. I don't currently, right now, the way it is. Trust your gut, people. Always go with your gut. DOA was first for you, MD Media. So really, we all just have to like thank the algorithm, because it's like, well, how did you? But how? How did it pop up? And I've always wanted to see Scientology go down. That was not new. It's what made me probably end up finding Aaron's channel in the first place. And it was probably, and I know it was back before there were many others. And the more I do LA stuff or Sacramento too, mind you, I emailed a lot looking for support. I didn't. It was with the work I was doing in Sacramento. Crickets. I had specific questions. I was working on specific projects. I had I had been told that if I go to Sacramento to let them know. I emailed Aaron quite a few times about stuff in Sacramento. And then when I got to LA and did some stuff, I remember listening to him one day and I was like, no, that's not what's going on. That's not right. And then the more I was in LA, the more I started just relying on my people. But shout out to Peter Anderson, who's been with the chat, with this experience with me and this experience since Sacktown, the Mactown area, Backtown. And he's been very helpful and always emails me back. And I don't always email him back, and he never holds it against me. Not outwardly. Thanks for reminding me to talk about that. Frank Humphreys. You got a great name. Thank you. Johnny, I'm so curious. I guess the only lists that are okay are the ones, oh shit, are the ones the man manufactures. Johnny's been with us since the beginning too, at the old Sacktown, the Mactown, Berry, and Backtown, not Ideal Org. Those are the only lists I'm likely on. Thank you, Lisa. This isn't Lisa up north Lisa, is it? Different Lisa, right? Pooh Tigaroo is here? Pooh Tigaroo, I saw something in chat that I missed while I was streaming, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm sending you big P8 with a pH fatty squishes. Streets yelling at the robots was for you, never in PA. And then shout out to all the Kellys here, because there's multiple of us. We're kind of everywhere. We're the new anonymous. Rush Monkey, I love that people are feeling like this is a good time to speak out. Hi. I don't know that I've seen you in chat much either. Thank you. Kind of have to be zen because it's so quiet and the crickets are like, 9:15. The K9 is out. What is? God damn it, MD Media. What are you listening to the scanner? God, there's bright lights coming. MD Media, are you listening to the scanner? Storm chasers. It's probably somebody's RV again. Sounds like an RV. Nope, that is a U-Haul. I bet it's all decked out on the inside. Me. Kangaroo pooch. Forever the pooch, not the pouch. Confident Chris was like the second. Him and Hellcat. I remember because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm watching these like young whippersnappers. Maybe I'm too old for this, but I love it and I'm addicted and it's hilarious. Krama? I don't know what that is, Lily. Oh, you were watching Storm Chaser, so I have no idea how that popped up, but Scotty popped up. Oh, Storm Chaser. I used to watch other things back in the day before it was all Scientology. You loved when you went to Vegas? I don't think I remember that. Oh, Jerry, let's not trash anyone's rap. Yeah, well, I don't know why you said that. I don't know who's doing that here. Objection, relevancy. Yeah, yeah, followed Aaron for years and have become more and more disheartened with how he's handling things. Yeah, it's almost like a disappointment because it's like, what? I kind of am like, I'm over this chunk, but I went through a phase of like more disappointment because I was like, aw, don't meet your heroes. Not that you ever were my hero, but again, I should be more transparent and say I still have the opportunity to reach out. I just thought me saying a lot of the things that I wanted to say needed to be said to the foundation because they all had channels. I didn't think in my heart, oh, I need to like single out one person. It was in after I wrote the email that then I was like, well, now I feel like I need to write the letter to one person, but they already read my first email and I got the response I got. So I'm kind of like, what's the point? I already did. Oh, film the police is live. Speaking of the not little, tall devil. Yeah, I did get a good chunk of folks from DOA rolling into Sacramento. And his way of going about things is not traditional. It's not how people, I get it. I get he rocks the boat and probably, but he also backtracked on a lot too. So, but he's a he's not just an activist. He's a professional protester, and he does his job well. Not everybody has the ovaries and or huevos to go do what he does. Look at, I'm such a passive patty because I'm out there alone. I don't give a fuck. He does his shit alone. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Dang it. Hellcats, dang it. Okay, no, totally, yeah. One more question though. One more question. Yeah, okay, yeah. But one more question. Oh, you had to change your name. Mm. Also, in closing journal, somebody, who was it? What sassy chatter? I forgot. Earlier, they were like in another channel. They were like, "Oh, Kelly's here. Be nice. Don't name call. Don't have fun or something." Because I've been like super hippie about shit in chat this last couple of days. Um, Part of it is strategic because of all the shit I just said. I am actually trying to sway some of the mind to expand a little and get everybody to focus on taking down Scientology. I do believe there's a few that will rise to the occasion that aren't already doing that, I mean. But it's because I said in my thing, oh, name calling. Well, first of all, it's because of a standard. Because of the association of the LA and the streamers, and any streamer will tell you this, and chat that pays attention. You all know this. There's only 130 of you in here, 38. You guys know this shit. There's one particular streamer activist, protester, professional that has a very intense, small group of very intense people that will show up and say fucked up shit. So I'm going to hold the same standard. I'm trying to keep those comments out of my space. just as much as others, but here's what happened. I'll be full transparency here. Journal. Since it's just the journal and no one else will ever use these words against me. Oh, Hellcat. I haven't even been able to meet his ass. I'm so over this shit and trying to process my upsetness and my feelings. Upsetness is a word tonight. I don't even want to see the fucking word Aaron or Karen. That's the truth. That's what happened. I said, yeah, I guess I get it. It's a pet name. But when I'm streaming and doing my shit, I don't mind it in other spaces and places. But, or even sometimes in mine. It was just that yesterday I was already like in like 5.5, 6 hours deep in sign toes, feeling the like weight of their mind programming and sadness. And I saw that Karen thing start showing up in chat. Not that you guys have done it tonight, and well, if you have, I haven't noticed it. See what I mean? But audit is the people's Karen. Yeah, she is the people's Karen. I had never heard that before, and it's so perfect and appropriate and wonderful. And again, I haven't seen it tonight where I'm like, God damn it. It was last night. I just was like in a headspace that I was like, I'm literally sitting around all these mind controlled people with all these sad old people. I can't see what's really going on. It's depressing as fuck here. Ted's killing me with his apathy. And I just didn't want to see the word Karen because I was like, don't even, I just can't. It was called Boundaries. I feel like we're on FTRN Kelly full time right now. I don't know what that means. What is FT? I'm not as hip as your ex. I've got some, I think we have some, there's a small age difference. I'm not as hip. There was a time in school when we were told you can't take a bigger number from a smaller number. Then we learned about negative numbers and had to unlearn the prior lessons. That's why I hated school. They did that shit to us every time, all the time. But yes, I'm reading into that the way I need to. We'll all interpret that how we need to. I might also change my mind overnight and feel different about everything I just said tomorrow. I think sometimes being like assertive or aggressive or using choice words or name calling is appropriate. Like sometimes Jerry is a fucking asshole and you have to tell Jerry not to be such a dick. And you know what's interesting about Jerry? I'll tell you, I thought about this. Jerry's the only chatter. There's, I'm sorry, there's only 2 chatters I've ever given individual boundaries slash rules to. Ever. 2. Anybody guess who the other one was? Jerry and? Which I just thought of tonight. Yeah, that's right. Wesley. Or was it Wayne? Wayne or Wesley. One of those accounts. Oh, I don't think Odo's gonna talk to me much anymore. It was fun while it lasted. No, it was good. It was good. I hope I planted seeds or just showed him a little bit of external friendship. I mean, he's chatty with people. He'll chat it up with like the neighbors and stuff. All of those security guys do. They're cool until they are told that that's a suppressive person or whatever. DT, I'm so glad you love that. Now it's a real thing. It never was before, but it is now. Oh, FaceTime. Yeah, well, I have an Android, so I wouldn't have known that. But that's why when I hang up YouTube Live, I'm like, I'm going to end the call now. I'm going to end the Zoom call. It was Wesley. Assertive is fine. I was making a joke, Rush Monkey. I just thought I'd break the energy and fuck with Jerry for a minute. Oh. Oh, that's right. Wesley behaves in chat. Thank you. It must have been. No, it was Wesley then. See? Boundaries, and now he's the best little chatter. Oh, yeah, no, John. Cali boy, no. Although I did have to tell you, wasn't it you that I was just saying don't say fucked up shit to chatters in my chat that have been here longer than you? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Was it Jerry? Wasn't it you, Cali boy? I don't know. I lost track. I actually don't care that much. Yeah, I feel like we're on FaceTime. I get it. Or Google Meets, which I think is now called Duo. William Jason Johnson Jordan. I don't know. I had to look at the profile again. It could have been Odo last night. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, God. How you know your friends don't watch your live streams? 8:30. Oh, fine. Hold on. Good night, Pooh Tiggaroo. Take care of yourself. Spirit squishes. Why are you crying, X? Don't cry. Oh, I didn't even really make dinner. I kind of just want to go to bed and not be late. I have to leave here pretty early in the morning. Oh, you're laughing? What are we? Oh, okay, good. I use the cry emoji to laugh all the time now. It's just the levels of laughing turns into just the crying emoji. Peter Anderson, if you're still here, I want you to know that I probably missed stuff and to thank you for being here again. I know I said it, but I'm saying it again. And I'm going to say last call on the chats. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We got a speculation station. I was going to let it go, but then I'm like, oh, I have to have standards, I guess. It was Jerry I set rules for. I thought so. Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, I can't. Jerry and Jupiter. Or whatever. Jupiter and whoever. Unless you can show proof. Real proof. I do appreciate you calling shit out. I love when people do it, but let's keep it. The thing is, here, whatever. But if I'm live and there's a bunch of shit flying around, all hell breaks loose. You gotta have a little more, throw a lady a bone. That sounded bad. That's true. There's a lot of behind the scenes shit that I don't know, that I would never know if I was watching. That's what I mean. Watching growing up in Scientology is a great example because there was all this stuff. There was always like, there was drama and interpersonal, but I just kept watching it. Then I started streaming. And I went, but it's not just. I'm trying to hold all of us accountable. Who said I wasn't young and hip? The old lady trapped inside. The one that's been beaten down by life. I think I will get some great sleep. I'm excited to hear crickets all night. You just got back at the end? Yes, Scott B. I don't know why I'm still live. I think Streets is, Film the Police is live. We can all go see what that's about. Oh, God, it just, look at it. It's like, it only dominates. In the future, it'll only dominate if it's allowed. So if you see it, you guys, those that are here, just get real happy with your chitty chat chat. Only that calm one buzzed. I don't know which calm, but anyway, good night, everybody. Yeah, there's. Peace, love, hope, and dope and such. If that's your jam. Solidarity. Bye, Athila. Bye, Palavra. Thank you. Kangaroo Pooch, Julie B, Stan, thanks. Thanks for everything you've been doing, supporting. Johnny, as always. It's been real. Free X. And everybody else. I'm sorry I didn't say your name. I shouldn't do that. It just leaves. I don't want to be part of things where people are left out. Well, goodbye, everyone that didn't get a goodbye. Bloop, 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 bloop.